Hi, it's Karis from 3C Makeup, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Fenty Beauty, the new makeup line debuted by Rihanna a couple of days ago. I have a lot of products to go through, so I'm going to get right to it. First up is her foundation. I am the color 450. I did not think that I was going to be 450. I went right to the darkest side, and that did not work for me. I follow Fenty Beauty on Instagram, and Priscilla, who is one of the global makeup artists for the brand, she said pointedly that the colors do not oxidize. What happens is they dry down a little bit darker because, according to her explanation, oxidation causes something to turn yellow or green. So think about the Statue of Liberty being pure copper or a penny. It oxidizes and it turns green. That's not what's happening with these. They are just drying a little bit darker than how they go on the skin. I am going to apply the products with the tools that I purchased as well. That's the back. Here it is, Fenty Beauty. I purchased both the sponge and the brush. I don't know why I purchased a sponge. Actually, I do. It's because I love Rihanna, so I wanted to get everything. I don't use a sponge to apply makeup. I don't like the Beauty Blender. I don't like the silicone sponge that I have. So I'm probably going to return it or keep it. I don't know. It is smaller than I thought it was going to be. It just looked bigger when other people were using it. But it's very soft. Like, this is just therapeutic doing this. There's a flat side, a round side. The tip is cut off. So you go just like that. Next is the foundation brush. Full-bodied foundation brush, number 110. It has a little sleeve over the bristles, which I would suggest that you keep because if you're going to travel, you would want to protect the bristles. Slide it down for it to come off. The color is this like mauvey rose pink. It's really pretty. It's very soft. I am an apply your foundation with a brush kind of girl. So I'm probably going to like this more because it's more my speed. I'm going to apply the foundation directly to my face and then blend with the tools. I think on this side I'm going to use the sponge, and then on this side, the brush. I feel like the sponge is just eating the foundation. But I feel like all sponges do that. No matter what kind of sponge it just soaks up your foundation. Which to me is a big giant waste. Because look, like that's the spot that I put on. You can't squeeze it back out. I think sponges are good for blending because it's removing some of the product. But I can't proceed like that. It's not a whole pump, it's about like half a pump that I put on. So here is my half of the face, well, half of my face with the foundation. Other side without. Well, just that little bit that I put on and stopped with the sponge. I apply it in a very sheer manner, so I could definitely get more coverage on this side. It's not what I'm going for right now, just to test it out. But you'll see underneath the eyes, this is a little bit more smooth. I really like the foundation. According to the box, it is medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. It's a soft, matte, long wearing foundation. I did also get a couple of the skin sticks The color that I ended up getting is Espresso, so I'm going to put Espresso on this side of my face. It's the Portable Contour and Concealer Brush. I'm not using this skin stick as a contour because the darkest color is Espresso, and I didn't think that it was dark enough to contour with. This is the Portable Contour Brush. Pull that down. It's very dense, densely packed. It's not as soft as a foundation brush. I didn't expect for it to be in terms of moving, but the bristles themselves are very soft. This is the packaging for the matchstick. As you can see, this would not be a contour color for me at all. I like it. This is, I could do with a little bit more under here. Some people were saying that it's not concealing. Well, it's not a concealer. So there you have it. If you want to conceal something, use your concealer. I also got a matchstick to use as a highlighter. I got the color Truffle. These are a very soft matte, and not super dry, but definitely isn't going to impart any type of shine. So under the eye, I'm going to use a Truffle as a highlighter, not a concealer. I don't typically apply this much highlighter for an everyday look. I just wanted you guys to get a sense of how it moves and how it blends. You and I are figuring this out and discovering it at the same time, brand new. So here it goes. I'm going to try it with this brush just because I wanted to see how it moves the product around. This definitely moves better than the KKW highlighter. I dig it. I think that the matchsticks are perfect for traveling, and that is actually my intention when I bought them. I know that I'm going to be away from home for a little bit and coming up soon, and I wanted to have something where I could put on a little bit of makeup, feel and look a little bit better and brighter than I would with just a bare face, but I didn't want to have to think about bringing a liquid foundation and everything to set it. And the matchstick so far, this side is all matchstick, really is doing what I wanted it to do and what it says that it would do. Everything does magnetize together. So here I have my highlighter brush, the contour brush. They stick together. Here's one of the matchsticks. You can fit them all together like so. It's really nice for travel again. Now moving to the portion that I think everybody's been most excited about and wondering about, and it's the highlighters. I'm going to start with the Matchstick Shimmer Highlighters. I'm going to use the natural one that I got. It's not a natural one. I'm going to use the one that I was thinking would look the most natural on me of the matchsticks. They do have a trio of highlight, contour, and a highlight shimmer. I didn't like the colors in it for me. The Espresso was the contour. I believe Suede was the highlight, which was too light for me. And then Cinnamon was the shimmer highlight. I liked Rum as the shimmer highlight better for me. You saw the Truffle as the highlight. And Espresso was not a contour. It was just an all-over face color. Same packaging as the Skin Tone matchsticks. This is the color Rum. I'm going to apply it onto my skin and then buff it out with something. I'm going to buff this out with the portable highlighter brush. I'm going to apply the matchstick on this side again using a different technique. I think that came out much better than swiping it on and using that highlighter brush that I'm pretty sure is intended for powders. I'm going to put some on my eyebrow bone, my brow bone. I'm not a big apply makeup with your fingers type person, but as you can see, definitely doable. I didn't want to bring any other products into this in terms of tools in order to apply, but there you go. On the other side, this is the Kilowatt highlighter in the color Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. It's one of the duos. I think that it's going to look very pretty on a person of color, darker tone, a nice like rosy glow. I'm going to go in very lightly with this. Why am I doing this? I'm not going to use that. I have this. This is the Cheek Hugging Highlight Brush. It has like a 3D cut to it. It's very different. I've never encountered or seen a brush cut like this. Someone described it as kind of like a shark tooth cut. So I'm going to use this to apply this Kilowatt Duo to this side. I'm going to go in very gently because if you saw the launch, I'm not going to do myself like he did that girl. And if you watched it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Lightly. It's easy to build up, tough to take down. And that goes for any makeup application. It's a little bit more of like a copper highlight. Right now the lens is like what's the light situation? It's like, is it bright? Is it dark? The highlight is throwing off the camera lens a little bit. It's really soft how I applied it. Really, it's nice. This is like, you know, just have really healthy skin. The foundation, I will say, grabs onto pigment, which is good because it's also staying on my skin. I feel hot right now, like I'm a little bit warm in terms of temperature, but I don't see like any extra shine developing here. I'm going to use this color now on top of the Ginger Binge. Definitely steps it up. I don't know if I'm a fan of this brush, and it may be because I haven't quite figured out how to use it as an applicator, which is possible. I just feel like it's not moving product around enough for me. It could be me. So that's one of the kilowatts. The next kilowatt that I'm going to go over or discuss is Metal Moon. It looks, I'm going to swatch it on my hand. It looks like this on my finger, but on me it's actually like a gold, like a soft goldy tone. And I'm going to swatch the Ginger Minge and Moscow Mule. Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule, sorry. Ginger Binge, Moscow Mule. Take the Metal Moon, just pop it on top of the skin matchstick that I have over here. So it just steps it up a little bit more. Back to the matchsticks. I know all y'all waiting to see Trophy Wife. And you're like, stop playing me. But Confetti, I think, is a really pretty highlighter. Well, one of the matchsticks. Look at that duotone. All my butterflies out there. Yup. Yup. Look at that. Like, that's totally me. And if you know anything about me, you know definitely exactly why I had to get this one called Unicorn. And this is what it looks like. It's like a pale lilac. Honestly, I'm more of a fan of Confetti just because I like that duotone. Looks like glitter. Glitter! And I'm going to actually put one on my eye. You can do that. You can also apply these to your lips. It's a really crappy application. Don't look at it and be like, oh, I don't know. I don't like what she did with her eyes. I'm not trying to do a full face. I got 2 different colors on. Relax, please. Confetti on this eye. Applied with a brush and some eyeliner. I'm loving this eye. Okay. This is Trophy Wife. It is also a kilowatt highlighter. I'm going to put it on this side. And tap, tap. It is a lot. It is a lot. I mean, but if you're looking for that, like, highlight popping, you can see it from Space type highlighter. This is definitely it. I think with certain skin tones, it's going to look amazing for like a night out. I personally don't like gold highlighters on myself. I really don't. I think it looks better on this side layered over something else. This cheek already had a lot of like gold tinted highlighters on it. I put the Metal Moon over here on top of the rum, then Trophy Wife. This side is just doing a lot. But if you look at this side, a lot more manageable. I think it's a night out. So the matchstick as a highlighter on the skin is like, I'm running to Target and my nanny's watching the baby level highlighter. The kilowatt in the duos are a lot more friendly. This is like, I'm going to Bloomies with my girls for brunch. We may stay out later for happy hour at a really nice chic place because the nanny still has the baby. trophy wife is I am going to Bergdorf Goodman's to get my whole new winter wardrobe done by my personal stylist, level highlighter. I hope that all makes sense and all my references make sense there, but if you want to think of levels of highlighters, that's what's going on. I do also have the Universal Invisimax. You know what I just realized? This is the touch-up brush, not the highlighter brush. The highlighter brush looks like this, has the pink bristles. The touch-up brush, I already used it, is the white bristles. And this brush goes with the Invisimax, and they stick together. Really smart marketing, packaging. I don't think it's a gimmick. I think it's very quiche. The Invisimax does come with its own pad inside. It's supposed to be universal in tone, so all colors, skin tones can use it. What I do, rub it in, rub it across the pad so it's more evenly distributed, and just going to dab on one side. Not a lot came off on this in terms of color. I loaded the brush up. I'm going to go under my eyes a little bit just to see. I have highlighter everywhere. I want to see if it's really blurring anything. Because sometimes what happens, especially if you have a darker tone, it looks gray or white on you. So I'm actually loading up a lot on this brush. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Interesting. Okay. I think that it has a subtle blurring effect. Like if you look here on my forehead as opposed to there, I think it's very slight. It's very, very subtle. If you look here, there's a little bit of shine where I didn't quite touch. Like if I was out and I had this, you know, taking pictures, selfies with the girls, Bergdorf's, happy hour, I'd pull this out and touch myself up. I'd pull this out and do a little touch up before pictures. I did also get the blotting sheets. You put the blotting paper in. There's a little compartment inside. You put the blot paper in there, close that up, close this. It also has a little mirror on it so that you can see exactly where you need to blot. You pull this sheet out, you rip up, blot, 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 discard, moving on with life. What I really, really like about this is that those drugstore brand ones, the little squares, come apart in my bag. Little tiny papers everywhere. What if I just wanted to like lay it over my nose and face and just like one giant blot? The sizing, it might work for you, it might not work for you. That's what I like about this. This is, you know, customizable. I ripped off the edge. You're like, well, how are you going to get more? When you open it, that paper edge is still out. It's like enclosed foil. You can't really mess that up, and I like it. Last but not least is the lip gloss. I'll swipe it in my hands. It's very thick. Oh, it smells good. It smells like vanilla, citrusy. Like you just want to lick your lips afterwards. Somebody else gonna want to lick your lips afterwards. Um, the color is Gloss Bomb. I'm lying. The color is Fenty Glow. The product type is Gloss Bomb. There's only one color so far called Fenty Glow. It's supposed to be like a universal color that works for everyone. So you have a little bit of vitiligo going on here. So it's a very slow progressing vitiligo, but over the years, like, the little pink spot has gotten a little bit brighter because I'm losing the pigment in my lips. So for me, it's hard to find something that's going to look good, not overly enhance the different tones, that's going to work for all of the tones in my lips. So it smells so good, like I really just want to eat it. It is a rose, not rose really, but like a pinky nude with a champagne shimmer in it. And if you can see that. That tastes delightful. I really like it. I like how it's kind of done what every lip gloss I buy, like what I want it to do, which is just go on, diffuse, make my lips look juicy. Isn't that what we all want lip gloss to do? Look at that. It's gorgeous. Products that I think are really stand out from this initial collection and launch. The foundation. Really big selection, a lot of options that you have for the foundation. If you like a matte finish, definitely go for it. The Kilowatt highlighters, definitely very, very shiny. I like them. What else? I really like the matchsticks in the shimmers and the skin tone colors. I think they're really worth it. You can get the trio for $54. They each retail for, I think, $25. So if you get the trio, you're saving a ton of money and you're getting 3. Love the shimmer sticks in all of their colors. Really great options for all skin tones. The foundation brush, yes. Yes, 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 yes. The highlighter brush, I don't know. Some people really love it. Maybe I'm using it incorrectly. I'll continue to use it and see if I get better at the placement of it. I think that's what it is, that years of applying my highlighter with a brush that I know, that I love, that I like. It's possible that I'm doing it all wrong. I love the taste of the lip gloss. Do you need this lip gloss? I don't think so. Will I keep it? Yes. Oh, the sponge. I'm not going to keep it because I'm not a sponge girl. I don't think that if you have a beauty blender, but this one was softer than a beauty blender. So if you are a sponge person, I think that you should try out this sponge. I think it's definitely worth it. If you're not a sponge person, don't go for the sponge. It's not going to change your life. The Invisimatte powder, yes, yes, especially for personal color, darker tones, things get ashy on us. This so far, not ashy. I'm here for it. Blot paper, it's so tiny. It's teeny tiny. Yes, get it. Put it in your purse. Walk around. Because I'm always like, when I'm out, blotting with the back of my hand so that I don't remove my makeup. No more of that. Now I'm going to look really fancy. So if you're looking for good travel items, I think that you should get the travel brushes. I wish that there was like a travel kind of all over foundation type brush. I use the contour brush for that though, on the side of my face, and I think for how quickly I applied it and for what I wanted it to do, it worked perfectly. So If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, all at 3C Makeup. If you have any questions for me, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate and let me know. Stay fabulously you. Bye.